Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Naimatullah Khoso. I am here to present a video for the final exam. The concerned teacher is Ma'am Fasiano Sumu. I'm going to share the slides. Starting with the greatest name Allah, who is the most kind and merciful. Once again, my name is Naimatullah Khoso, roll number 25. The topics which I am going to describe or going to present: the Saint Augustine of Hippo, the Saint Thomas of Aquinas, Plotinus, and the idealism. Subject: philosophy. Concerned teacher: Ma'am Fasiano Sumro, from BS English to K19 Part 2 English Department English Language and Literature. Saint Augustine of Hippo. Saint Augustine of Hippo, who born at 354 AD and died 430 AD, was Algerian Roman Christian philosopher and theologian of late Roman early medieval period. He was one of the most important early figures in the development of Western Christianity and was a major figure in bringing Christianity to dominance in previously pagan Roman Empire, known as the Plotinus of Christianity. The Saint Augustine followed the Plato, the Plato. He was inspired of Plato. He was also called as the Plotinus of Christianity. He he continued the work of Plato to the Christianity. Famous books of Saint Augustine: the Confessions, the City of God. The first number, the Confessions, is the name of an autobiographical work consisting of 13 volumes or books by Saint Augustine of Hippo, written in Latin between 397 and 400 AD. The work outlines Saint Augustine's sinful youth and his conversion to Christianity. In this book, there is written that he was a notorious person that several times he committed the adultery. He led for the long period the love affair. After that, he was engaged to a unmature girl, and that he couldn't marriage with that girl, and because of that, he once again started a affair. He also, in this book, the Confessions, also confesses that uh, for a kick, for his pleasure, he also went into orchard of neighbor orchard to uh, pick the mangoes. He went there and he picked the mangoes for not hungry, for the pleasure, for the cake. The city of God is against to the pagans, means the book is against to the pagans of that time, written in the early 5th century AD. It consists 22 volumes in which he tells second fall of Rome. Means he says that how the second fall came of Rome. Saint Augustine wrote this book as a argument for the truth of Christianity over competing religious and the philosophies for the sake of Rome, but instead responsible for its success. Knowledge and wisdom. Saint Augustine says that knowledge comes from sense perceptions, sight, hearing, touch, taste, and the smell. And the wisdom is the higher highest peak of the knowledge. Means the sense perception give the knowledge, and the higher peak of the knowledge is wisdom. If there is no knowledge, there is no wisdom. Good and evil. He described that evil is the absence of God. Augustine proposed that evil couldn't exist within the God, not be created by God, but it is the absence of God. If you go away from the God, evil becomes impure. The second topic, Thomas of Aquinas. Thomas of Aquinas from 1225 to 1274 AD was an Italian influential philosopher, Catholic theologian, and he is known as a Doctor Engineers. He is also called Aristotle of Christianity or Aristotle medieval because he wanted to merge the philosophy of Aristotle with the Christian theology. And he was a big fan. He was a student of the. He was inspired from the Aristotle. He continued the works of the Aristotle. He says the philosophy and the theology. Philosophy relies on the reason, and the theology relies on the revelation. But the philosophy and religion has the same goal to serve humanity, but the patterns are different. Means the religious, the religion, the philosophy, both have the same goal to serve the humanity, but the ways, the patterns are the different. Existence, existing of God. He says that there are the five things that prove the existence, the existing of the God. Motion, causation, contingency, perfection, and the intelligence. Mean these are the five elements that prove that God exists. The Plotinus from 205 CE to 270 CE was a major Hellenistic philosopher who lived in Roman Egypt, generally known as the founder of Neoplatonism. In his philosophy, there are three principles: the one, the intellect, the soul. His teacher was Ammonius Sax, who was the Platonic. Neoplatonism. Neoplatonism is a stand of Platonic philosophy that emerged in the second century AD against the background of Hellenistic philosophy and the religion. Means that was the Neoplatonism that against the background of Hellenistic philosophy and the religion. And the New Platonists believe human perfection and the happiness were attainable in this world without awaiting an afterlife. The three principles: the one, the intellect, and the soul. The one is also called the good. Taking this lead from his reading of Plato, Plotinus developed a complex spiritual cosmology involving three fundamental elements. One, the intelligence, the soul. It is from the productive unity of these three points that all existence emanates according to Plotinus. The idealism. Idealism. Ideas are only true reality. The only thing worth knowing, only ideas that are immutable and the indestructible. This says that only the ideas which are being created, are the only real. The other thing, all are false. The ideas, the only which are immutable in the indestructible. The focus, which is on mind. The originator of this idealism is Plato and the Socrates. Idealism is, idealism is normally contrasted with realism, which are somehow related. Philosophy doctrine, which holds the view that the material objects are independent of the human mind, thus they exist on their own. Focus on body, originator Aristotle. Once again, the idealism is normally contrasted with the realism, philosophical doctrine which holds the view that material objects are independent of the human minds. Means there is no dependence on the human mind of that ideas. Idealists say there is no external reality but the ideas, while the idealists argue material things do not really exist because whatever that keeps unchanging cannot be considered real. Means the all the material things keep changing. They are not at the stationary mode that are in dynamic. And they are keep on changing. According to Plato, any material objects that exist in this world of matter is a just copy of object that exists in the world of forms. For the Plato, the tree that we experience in the world of matter is not real because it is mutable, destructible, and changeable. See, all first we take a seed and we plant into a soil and we keep watering it and it grows upper, grows high, grows high, and then it becomes too big. After that, the humankind cuts into pieces. First of all, seed, later it became the big tree, and later the humans cut into pieces, make from the furnitures, and after being a state of furniture, After being the furniture, and the furniture becomes the garbage. And the farming after that, if there is waste of the furniture, or there is waste of and the tree, which is made by the which is which is by the carpenters, and that is uh, enlightened into fire is enlightened, the it will burn and there will become only coal. Means there first was seed, after the seed there grew a big tree, after the tree one made the furnitures, and it was burned into it is it burns, after that it becomes coal. That was my presentation of the philosophy. My name is Naimatullah Khoso, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel, like, share, and support us. Thank you very much.